Good morning, my name is Ahmed. Today we will continue in the lesson about classroom. In this lesson, you will identify on the items in the classroom and you will be asked to draw a picture about on the items in the classroom, and you have a group discussion about the classroom. After this lesson, you'll be able to identify and talk about classroom with your classmates, friends, neighbors to practice your English. I hope you will enjoy this lesson. And after this lesson, we will continue with the reading lesson about renting a home or apartment, so you will know about the cost, the pro and con of renting an apartment or house. And let's go into the lesson. So in this lesson here, we will be talking about classroom, and look at the picture of the classroom for a minute and identify on the item here in the classroom. Okay. So let's start with number one. It's the board. The board is over here. Number two, a book. Number two here, a book. I'll say maybe a book here or here. Number three is ceiling. Ceiling is up here. Number four, a chair. That's a teacher chair, student chair. Number five, a chalk. I think chalk right here. Number six, a clock. Right here. Number seven is a desk. Desk here and here. Number eight, the door. Right here, the door. Number nine, doorknob. Over here, the doorknob. Number 10, the eraser. Eraser should be here. Number 11 is floor. Floor over here. Number 12 is glove. See where the glove? Right here, I think. No, I'm sorry. Right here is glove. Number 13, notebook. Here is a notebook. Notebook here. I mentioned before the books are over here, not for the student. I didn't see that. Books are over here. That's for number two. So number 14, the paper. Paper probably here or here. Number 15, the pen. Pen is over here. Number 16, the pencil. Pencil, this one. Number 18, the point. Teacher point to the board. Number 18, raise your hand like this. Raise your hand. Number 19 is student. These are students. Number 20, table. Table over here. Number 21 is teacher over here. Number 22, the wall over here. Number 23, waste basket. That's over here. Number 24, window, probably over here. So that is all the item in the classroom. And now here you draw a picture of your classroom, includes everything, work fast, compared partner with another student who had the most complete picture. So these are the ones that I drew to others. I'm not very good at writing. So here's the door, here's the clock, here's the desk, teacher, here's the chair, here's the window, these are the chair, and this is the ball. Yeah, I'm not very good at writing. And here's the book. Now you got to do the group game. What is it? You work in a group of 6 and you choose the leader. And the leader will say a thing about something in the classroom, don't say it. And the group ask the leader yes or no question. And the leader will answer yes or no question. And the group try to guess what it is. Whoever gets is the new leader. So here's an example. Now you choose a leader. Think something about classroom. So here the group got the leader. Is it blue? Is it yellow? Is it big? And the leader will answer yes or no. So that's all for the lesson today. Okay, let's go into the reading lesson. And here is the book that I use for my reading Journey to Success. It is a very good book, I think, from New Reader Press. So in this lesson here, you will use prior knowledge. So before you read, think about what you need to know about the topic, read the title, and a few sentences. Look at the sidebar feature to learn more about the article. Answer the question. So the number 1 is what will this article be about? So the title, the cost of renting a home. So it'd be something about renting, right? What do you already know about the topic? So what I know, the topic is, let's say everyone needs a place to live. There are many questions to consider. There are many options to consider. For some people, renting an apartment or house is a sensible choice. So the topic is about renting an apartment or home. What do you want to find out? So I want to find out how much it costs to rent an apartment or house. So what will be included? What will be included in the house or apartment? And how much deposit I had to pay for my landlord? And what happened if I damage something during my renting? And how much do I have to pay to my landlord? And if I move out, will my landlord refund my money or no? So those are all the questions I want to know. So now you read the article. As you read, make note in the margin, in the text. Respond the prompt in the margin. So these are the margin here. You make note of here. Like here you underline the phrase that tells what this article is mainly about. And make a note about fee you might be required to pay before renting. So here the title, the cost of renting a home. Everyone needs a place to live, and there are many options to consider. For some people, renting an apartment or house is a sensible choice. Renting a home can have some advantages. For example, renting is often cheaper than owning a home. Most rental lease last 12 months. If you get a new job or want a nicer place, you can move at the end of your lease. Perhaps the biggest benefit is that the landlord must make repair when something breaks. Cost and Cost is an important factor to consider before you rent. You need to know if you can afford. So this one you need to know what you can afford. A general recommendation that rent should be no more than 30% of your income. Rent payment are fixed expense. Rent payment are fixed expense. That means that you can cut back or change whatever you do to lower it. Before you rent, you may have to pay several fees. Many landlords require an application fee. They check your work and credit histories before they're willing to rent to you. Most places require a security deposit. You may have to pay the first and last month rent upfront. Okay, where I was at? Pet and parking space may cost extra each month, and some properties charge a cleaning fee when you move out. Besides fees, you will need to plan for utilities such as electric, gas, and water, and for internet and cable. Some landlords also require reprints. Some landlords also require renters to buy insurance. The cost of renting can be high. Getting roommate can make housing more affordable before you get a roommate though. Consider whether you are compatible. For example, do you have similar schedule, personalities, or lifestyle? Okay, let's continue. You should agree on how to split expenses like chores, rules for the home, and what to do if someone moves out. When searching for rental housing, think about location. Is the property close to work, school, or public transportation? If there are children, are there good schools nearby? Is the neighborhood safe? These factors can influence the cost of rental housing. It's often cheaper than live in suburbs or farther from the city center, but you will need to consider increased transportation time and cost. So here is the article, Moving Back Home. Researchers have noted a trend in which young adults are moving back home. In 2016, about 50% of young adults aged 25 to 35 live in their parents' home, an increase from 10% in 2000. Reasons for young adults living with parents include low wages and high cost of living on their own and student loan debt. Okay, so now this part here, let's check your comprehension. Answer this question about the article. What is this article mostly about? So the article is mostly about renting a home or apartment. Other than rent, what else might you have to pay for when renting a home? You have to pay for security deposit, rental insurance, utilities like electric, gas, water, internet, etc. Those things. What trend the sidebar tells about? So let's go back here. The sidebar here said, more and more young adults age 25 to 35 live in their parent home. The reason is the low wage, high cost of living, and student loan debt. So you take evidence order of, okay, right here, you take evidence order of information text include fact, example, and detail. When they make the point, you may be asked to recall the fact, detail, and example to answer questions about the text. The notes you take as you read can help you quickly locate detail and cite text evidence when you answer questions. So you answer the question using detail from the article. According to the article, what are the 3 advantages of renting a home? So right here, renting a home can have some advantages. So one of the advantages, renting is often cheaper than owning a home. Another advantage is most rental lease last 12 months. So if you get a new job or want a nicer place, you can move at the end of your lease. And perhaps the biggest benefit that the landlord must make repair when something breaks in the home or apartment. Those are the 3 advantages. Okay, in what paragraph did you find the advantages? It should be paragraph number 2. Yeah, paragraph number 2. So in general, how much of your income should be spent on housing? Let's look at the article again. So the recommendation is that rent should be no more than 30% of your income. So you should spend about your 30% of your income on rent. According to paragraph 6, why might someone get a roommate cite evidence from the text? So paragraph 6 over here. So one of getting roommate can make housing more affordable. Let's continue with the lesson. I get interrupted a lot of time. So when you get a roommate, you need to check if you have similar schedule, personalities, or lifestyle. So that should be for number 6. So for number 7, according to the sidebar, what happened to the number of young adults living with parents from 2000 to 2016? Here, young adults are moving back home, like more than 10% from more than 10% of young adults are moving back home with their parents from 2000 to 2016. The reason that when they don't have to pay a lot of money for their parents when they live with them, like low wages and the cost of living on their own is very high. And many students have student loan debt, so they can't afford to live on their own. They need to move in with they need to move back in with their parents. Which of the reasons for living with parents related to the other idea in the article? So I just mentioned that the reason for young adults living with a parent including low wages, high cost of living on their own, and student loan debt. And those are reasons that make young adults can't afford to live on their own, so they need to move back in with their parents. So it'll be cheaper to live with their parents than living on their own. So now for this one, you need to practice paragraph number 7 silently, then read it again, paying attention to punctuation marks. Remember to change expression when you read a question. Take turn with a partner reading the paragraph aloud. So this is something you can do on your own. So you have to read it paragraph here alone. You read it in silence, and you read again with your partner, and you need to read it loud with your partner. So you have to check the punctuation mark, like here. Say, for example, renting a home can be. I'm sorry, renting a home can have some advantages. And here the period, so you need to pause. And so for this one, for example, and you pause for a few seconds. Renting is often cheaper than owning a home. So you have to. So when you read, you need to check the punctuation mark and pause when you need to. So that's for number 7, and you can read it on your own and then practice reading aloud with your partner. That be the end of today's lesson. I hope this lesson is helpful to you. And after this lesson, you'll be able to read more confidently, and you can read on your own or read with a partner. So after this lesson, I hope you'll be confident in doing conversation about classroom with your partner or friend, and reading about renting a home, and you have some idea about renting a home or apartment. So that'll be the end of today's lesson. I will see you again next time. Thank you. Bye. Please remember to subscribe to my channel.